Right, fam, what's going on? It's Letitia. We're unboxing another herd today. So I am building my inventory, and so we got some red wigglers from Mimi's Worms. On her website, she does mention that there may be some blues in these red wigglers, but I know that I heard through the grapevine that she's trying to work on. I might have watched a video, actually, that she said, it's not like I know them, like, personally or anything, but that they are trying to work on pure inventory, which means they want no blues in their red wigglers. But, you know, that's to be expected. I read this online, you know, and it says that, so you can't be surprised if you find blues and, you know, in your stock and you're expecting red wigglers. So simple instructions here. They're going to be in dry peat moss. You know, the worms may appear to be less active, but spritz them with some water and they'll bounce back in 24 to 46 hours. They're excited that we decided to buy worms from them, and this is my second or third time buying from them. And the other person that I buy from is Uncle Jim's Worm Farm, and then the last person I'll probably buy from is the Composting Worm Lady, who does red wigglers. I think our whole stock is red wigglers outside of her personal herds that she uses to compost in her kitchen. But I really want to support her, so I'll probably go there too and buy. I have to have a pretty significant stock of these worms, but I'm just buying a little bit at a time, what I can afford, and working them best I can. Red wigglers do create lots of babies. I, you know, always find cocoons in every time I sift the worms, so I'm excited about that. So Mimi packs her box with holes in the side, a label that says live worms, cardboard to cushion the little babies, and then she has this nice little breathable bag of, if I can get it out without making a mess. The worms feel cold. Are cool. They're not as hot. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, I'm struggling. All right, here we go. So this is a pound of red wigglers, so it's quite a bit of worms. This is my hand on the bag to give you a better idea. Yeah. So I don't have a great setup. I didn't even plan this yet, but here are the mortar trays that I use. They're called mixing tubs at Lowe's. So I'm going to split these worms, just eyeballing it, and label them and put them in these. I'm going to do about a 1/4 pound in each one. So that means I should have 4. 4 of these totes should be filled with worms, right? 1/4. If I got a pound, 1/4 of that in each. So these are really dusty, so I'm going to wipe those off just with some paper towel and water. Some people may use soap and water. I ain't got time for all that right now, but they'll be fine. I've done it both ways, and they seem to be okay. And this is just probably like rock dust or something from, I don't know what it is, but these were on the floor when I picked them up at the store. So, but let me clean 4 of these. I'll come back and then we will unbox them completely. I don't know if you noticed too, they're in this breathable bag. It's almost like a pillowcase, what pillowcases come in. And then they sew it across to seal it. And it is sealed. I mean, I don't think there's going to be any worms coming out of there. So, yeah, it's still pretty good. But I'm excited to see them. So I'll be back in just a bit. Alright, before I get them out, I'm going to go ahead and prep their little new homes. So I pre-prepped this soil 3 days ago. And so it has oyster shell. This is peat moss, by the way. Oyster shell, dolomite, a little bit of red wiggler worm poop, because it has microbes in it. This stuff doesn't. You don't have to do that. I just figured, you know, give it a head start on the microbes. I'm going to do 1 scoop of this, I do believe. Maybe 2. Hold on. This is my first time using this scooper. Yeah, maybe 2. 2 scoops in each tub. These are 7-gallon mixing tubs. Yeah, 2 scoops. So, and then when I finish this, I'll come back and we'll open the worm bag. So again, with the soil mixture, I have basic, you know, something to use as grit. You can use rock dust. I'm using oyster shell because I'm out of rock dust. And the only reason why I had the rock dust is because it came with the Worm Factory 360. So oyster shell, dolomite, lime, and peat moss. And I'm going to mix in a little paper, a little cardboard. Probably the cardboard that came with the worms. Just to help with moisture level, just keeping the moisture. And they'll eat that stuff too as it breaks down, but it'll help catch the moisture if I put in too much moisture. Because these are not continuous flow bins with holes in the bottom, you know, or a nozzle on the side to let the leachate out. There's none of that. So you really have to pay attention to what you're doing when you don't have continuous flow bins. I'm going to put on a mask as well because I'm already getting caught up. And my allergies have been off the chain. Have y'all been crazy? Oh my goodness. It's like almost 70 degrees here today, which is ridiculous. It is winter time. So they've already predicted really bad tornado-like weather tomorrow. It's just, it's a mess. But anyway, I'll be back once I get all the bins filled and I'll show you what I'm doing. All I'm going to do is add paper and water. It's already got some moisture. You can tell by how dark the peat moss is. But I'm just going to add a little bit more and then we'll get those worms open. Okay, I just wanted to show you all the cardboard. So I'm just going to mix it in like so. And that's that. I'm not overthinking this. I'm just doing it. Just like that. Boom. It's all good. Also, I just wanted to mention, if you plan on feeding your red wigglers a lot of food scraps, just remember that you need carbon in these bins. And so this paper helps. Okay, whether it's paper, cardboard, coffee grounds, whatever. You need to have that chemistry happen, right? Or your bins can go anaerobic, which means it stinks. And I think I had that happen one time with my bucket system. And I prefer these trays over buckets, but you start with what you got, okay? And these were like $8, by the way, at the store in my area, and I'm in Kentucky. So, but yeah, it got kind of stinky. I wasn't over watering. I just really don't think I had a good balance of carbon and the food scraps. And I know that, and it's like a amateur mistake, you know, like a rookie mistake. But anyway, we all mess it up sometimes, right? Multiple times. Okay, so I got my carbon, I got my paper, peat moss, dolomite for pH, just making sure that it's all good. And just a little bit of that goes a long way. Our grit could be eggshell, rock dust, oyster shell, you know. I got that in there. Some people use sand. And then we're going to water this down just a bit and get it all ready for the worms. And then again, we'll come back and unbox, I promise. I just wanted to show you how much worm castings I put in. And I don't know the exact measure, but if you just grab a handful, I feel like it's too much. I'm gonna knock it out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just like a, just sprinkle it in. It's all done. Those are the worm castings from the red wiggler. Does it matter which one? Like if you had a mix of worm castings from all of your herds, all of the breeds, does it matter? I don't think so, but I've separated mine just because I want to. All right, so I cut the bag open and there's like cardboard debris all over the place. But here are the worms. Now, the first thing I pay attention to is when I open this bag, is there an odor? No odor. This is good. The second thing I look for is there movement. There is movement. And I don't even have my other bags. Now, red wigglers do not, I mean, none of the worms like the light. But honey, these red wigglers are like, get me out of here. You know, like when the light hits them, they are ready to go. Okay. So let me dump them out. And this peat moss does not look that dry to me. Which is interesting. But let me pour them out. Maybe because there's so many in here. Because this is a pound of red wigglers. So we're just going to pour them out light. Whoops, sorry. They just came on out. Shake the bag. Make sure I got all of them out of there. But, you know. Yeah, I think it's because there was just so many. Is there any more in the bag? I don't think so. I think we're good. Look at there. There's a cocoon. I just saw it. Where'd it go? Dang. Just saw it, guys. Well, let me... There's one worm. Get out of there. Yeah, I'll shake the rest of that out. Make sure they're all out. But I think they are. So, here they are. So, what I tried to do is... Little big girl, go over and get the paintbrush for me. And that black... You see that black bucket over there? Or... tote. Now you don't have to use a paintbrush. You could give them like 10 minutes and let them go down. Some aren't. Some are just going to go for try to beeline to get up out of here. But just to speed things along, I just try to brush off some of the peat moss. And you know, see what's going on under there. They are so active, y'all. Look at that. This is great. These are good signs. Great signs. Yeah. So I'm a beginner worm farmer. I can say that. Like, I've done this like with compost and stuff. You know, outside, inside. But I have to say this is my first time like deliberately farming worms to breed them to sell locally, and that I've taken this much interest in worm farming. And if you're just now joining me, thank you so much for coming in. I just want to see that they're okay and they're moving, and they are. I don't have to separate them, but I just want to feel a ball here, and here it is. Because I got to split these the best I can. I'm just going to eyeball it. Some people can weigh these and everything. I'm just not going to do that. It takes too much time. But my goal is to put in 1/4 pound in each of these tubs. But yeah, I just recently became really engaged and involved with these because this guy is just... Once we get some water, it's coming, babe. You'll perk up. But that's a nice size red worm. Nice size. Because in my area, I live in an urban area, so we're trying to farm in urban soils, and these soils typically, a lot of them, the further west we go in our city, you're more likely to have soil contamination, and so I'm constantly just trying to learn about other ways that I can give back to the soil and really just do my part. And I love to encourage other farmers, homesteaders, gardeners to do the same thing. And so that's really what this is about. I'm on a mission here to talk about soil health. Yeah, these worms look great. So I'm hoping most of them are red wigglers. They look like it. There may be some blues in here. But I'm not really good at spotting the blues yet. I know there's a way to tell. I'm just not a pro like that yet, right? I will be. So I'm not coming in here as an expert at all. Everything I've learned from somebody else. So I'm definitely not going to keep secrets. I'm definitely not going to do that. Okay, so whatever y'all want to know, just let me know in the comments, okay? And I'll do my best. And if I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. And then I'll probably try to find out, because I probably should know. Right? But yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, like, here's a big clump of worms. Like, this is mostly worms. If I keep shaking the soil off. Let me see if I can do that. Mostly. Just kind of move these over a bit. I just discovered this way right here. Thank y'all for helping me do that. And you're still going to get a lot of soil, right? But so I'm going to literally grab a handful. There's my quarter. Grab a handful. There's my other quarter. You feel me? Grab a handful. Here's my other quarter. Grab another handful. And I'm literally eyeballing, right? I'm just eyeballing. So there are my four quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4. And each of those will go in there. So a handful in each tub. Yep. So thank you all so much for watching. I didn't mean for it to go this long, but it did. So, but thank y'all for hanging in there. And it's been a pleasure again. Thank y'all all so much for watching. Tell people that I'm back. And I'm doing swarm farming stuff. But I will throw in gardening videos as well. Because that's what I love as well. And so just tell everybody I'm back. Come hit me up. Check out the channel again. It's been a minute since I've been on here, but thank y'all for hanging in there with me and asking about me. Some of y'all have emailed. That's been really cool. Like, just to know that y'all care. But yeah, girl, we here. We here. Come holler at us. Happy Black History Month to all my peoples. Now, what is that? That's probably from that bag. All right. I'll holler at y'all. Bye.